Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of My Chaotic Budget. My name is Sandra and on this channel we do all things budget related when it comes to mine and my husband's paycheck. And in this episode we are going to do a budget closeout, or a paycheck closeout really, for my husband's check that he received on January 1st. But before we get into that, I want to go ahead and make sure that I send prayers out to the people that are dealing with the wildfires in California. And if we can go ahead and all just give a moment of silence right now for them and pray, or even just send good vibes their way, I'm sure that they would appreciate it. And let's go ahead and just have them in our thoughts. In God's name we pray. Amen. So let's go ahead and take a look here and see what's going on with our budget. Something that I left out was my daughter's violin lessons. This is what we pay for the month for her to have violin lessons. I am not afraid to share that with you guys because I feel like whenever we can, if we can, we should invest in our children and the activities that they're able to be a part of. Because even when I was low income, like super low income, I think I was only making like $9, $10 an hour. And I would put my son in the Parks and Rec. And he was in the Parks and Rec. He was there for the summer when I had to work. And he was also there for after school. And it was very beneficial for him because that's how he got involved in sports. And he was very active. And to me, I felt like that was really, really good for him. And I was very happy that I could give that to him, even when I couldn't give him too much because of the income level that we were at. But now that we are here, I'm giving my daughter violin lessons because that is something that I know my mom would appreciate me doing. And, you know, my mom always was there for me when I was learning how to play my cello. I think we need to be there for our children. And I want to make sure that I can push my daughter as much as long as she's willing to do it. So yes, so I forgot to add it. All that to say, I forgot to add it. So I had to bump it up. So yes. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a little budget closeout for this. Let me go ahead and update you guys on my no spend. I'm doing pretty well. I did have some spare cash in my miscellaneous. I think I had like $8 and I bought myself a meal at Taco Bell. I know it's not the healthiest, but it was only like $6 and some odd cents. So I'm not counting that because it was my miscellaneous money and I didn't charge. I didn't do anything. So yeah, I'm going to count that as a no spend. So yeah, I went cheap and I was able to cover it. Now, this is what our numbers look like in the last budget closeout, which if you can see, we did spend almost $600 in groceries, over $300 in dining out. We didn't spend anything in gas, and our spending was almost $530. So it was up there. We had quite a bit of some spending that we did, and that's why I was so happy when December was over because, man, December was a crazy month, man. Okay, so our paycheck closeout is, of course, for January 1st. I had budgeted that this paycheck we were going to be using $1,908. However, it was actually $1,934.85. And that, of course, is because some of the bills that I don't share came out less. And because it came out less, we had a little more. So that was good. And of course, the rollover also paid into that, the rollover from the last paycheck. And so our bills that we ended up spending came out to $830.75. I initially had $701, and that is because it was the $561 plus the $140. But then I also add the $230 because of the extra debt money that I added. I added an extra $230 to my Amazon payment. And so because I did that, you'll see here, there's my daughter's violin lesson. There's our car insurance. There's our Microsoft, our Spectrum bill, Our extra debt right here is $230. So we put that not towards this one. This is our Best Buy card. But here to Amazon. You see? Instead of paying just $30, I went ahead and I made a payment for $260 because this includes our debt snowball and the extra payment that I always make every paycheck. And then here, this is our account buffer. Is of course $100. However, I only needed to use 36 cents because apparently the Hulu price changed by 36 cents, which was very weird. And so that meant that we moved $99.64 to our spending account. So they took the $931, I took away the $99.64, and this is what we had actually budgeted, and this is what we actually spent. So that's pretty good. We came in the positive. Okay, if this is confusing, I'm sorry, but I'm getting used to doing this. So learn with me, but also be patient as I learn. So rollover plus other bills of the additional meant that we had $32.86 plus the 0.61. So we had $33.47. This took me a while to get to this number because I had to figure it out, but I was so happy. I was like, yes, anything that's in the positive is better. Okay, so that only lasted for so long, right? So look at our groceries. Our groceries came out to $354.15. Now that was well over the budgeted $154.99. I think I was being very ambitious by going with a low number. I don't think I will ever do that again because that was just way too low. That was just way, way, way too low. So now I know I need to at least have $300 every 2 weeks for groceries. So I'm going to have to keep that number in mind every time that I budget, which is a good thing because look over here, next budget, I already have that $300 in mind. Now dining out, we did so good. We did so good because I am not spending any money in dining out. I am doing very minimal dining out spending. And so this is mainly my husband, which is okay because I've already said this is only me controlling what I do. And I am so proud of my husband too, because he's been more careful with like, okay, I know how much there is. I'm not going to go over that. And then he'll ask me too. He's like, hey, where are we at? And I think that's awesome because he appreciates the fact that I'm not restricting him, but he also is aware of the fact that we're trying to control things. So I think that that's awesome. And I'm okay with holding back because I need to lose some weight anyway. Okay. I only had budgeted $139, but we did go over. So it did happen, but we're still adjusting and we're still getting better. Gas, I budgeted for $100 and we only spent $33.71, which is awesome. But my tank needs to get filled like tomorrow once the money is in the bank. Okay. And then spending, we did go over on the spending. However, I did keep the high yield savings account money. I did not put that away. So I added that here. And then this was the bill money right here, $99.64. And then this was the overage that we had. So I really did have $333.11 to use, which really helped with us going over budget with our groceries. So a lot of this here, a majority of this went to getting groceries. And I am so happy because this is really helping me see the numbers that we need to really work with. And I like this. I really like this. And I appreciate Taj from Beautiful Budgets because with her no spend tracker, I want to color it in and I want to make it green. And so I'm being very careful. And that's why I was like, okay, I have $8 in my wallet. And I said, I want Taco Bell. So yes, instead of spending and then using the debit card or whatnot, I controlled myself. But we did buy groceries. Look at that. We bought a lot of groceries. So I did, of course, have money in the cash envelope. We still have $80. I did give an extra $20 to Eva because I really felt like she helped us out with our kids when I had to work. And so I wanted to try to give her more than what I could. And so I gave her 20 from that cash. And so we only have 80 there. The yearly fees, haven't had to touch it yet. So there's 25 that I added. Nothing got sent to the high yield savings account, like I said, because of course I did that. Eva, I did pay her. And spare cash, I did put that in our family wallet. And then miscellaneous, that's the cash that I carry with me. And I don't have any more miscellaneous. If I do, let me see. If I do, it's all change. So this is my, oops, sorry. This is my wallet that I carry with me. It's just something small. And look, all I have is change. All I have is change left. And I will be putting all of this change inside my change jar. I'll do that in a little while. And then our rollover now is at, for groceries, dining out, and gas, we only had $13.21. It really shouldn't be any because of this right here. But we do have that in that account. And in our spending account, we only have $34.76 available. That's it. That's our budget closeout, guys. So when January 15th comes out, we'll be okay. And that's tomorrow. That's why I'm doing these numbers. So no matter what happens tomorrow, it's going to fall into the next account. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I deserve an A-. That is the grade I'm giving myself because we still were within our means. I know I didn't save. That's where the minus comes in. I didn't put into the high yield savings account. And I will make sure that I do put it in right away. But yes, I am so happy. You all are the best community out there, along with the planner community. I love the budget community and my planner community. I love them both. But I know the budget community is the one that I am super proud to be a part of, because without this community, I would not be able to do this. I would not at all. So I appreciate that. So that's it, guys. I'll go ahead and I'll let you all go. If you have any questions, comments, or whatnot, make sure to leave them down below. And make sure, if you like my content and you want to see how well I do, whether I suck in my budgeting process or if I succeed, come and check it out. You know, be a part of it, because YouTube is really helping us get what we need to have accomplished. So all right, guys, I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.